Hello, everybody. My name is Gio Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from round 3 of the Flight Club Championship Qualifier. This is the Alpha Qualifier, our first of 4. Super excited. I am joined by my co-host, William Hagewood.
Great to have everybody here.
I'm super excited, man. We're almost halfway through the qualifier today. We've seen lots of variety. You know, one of the things that we've heard out there is that we really don't know what the meta looks like. Right at the tail end of Galaxies, we got a big meta shift, lots of points changes, but really there were still echoes of the previous meta in there. There's been some leagues that have been happening. There's been other smaller tournaments, and now we're starting to see a meta start to form slowly here. We're going to talk about the faction breakdowns, which I think are really interesting here in a little bit. And, of course, as the event starts to form, we'll find out if the faction representation is actually representative of what the meta will end up being. I'm opening up that Choose Your Champion poll. Go ahead and break down those lists.
All right. First off, on our right, we have Mark Warrell. He is flying First Order. He's got supernatural reflexes and advanced optics on Kylo Ren. And with him, we have Lieutenant Tavson with hyperspace tracking data, which we saw last round that had given Kylo an evade.
Ooh! From downtown, we got our first shot right away. Let's get it.
Yeah, he 5-4'd and came in with that evade to keep him safe.
One of each. Optics, spend a force, and going to be getting a shield right off the bat.
Yeah, put your bets in quick, because we closed them pretty fast. They when you have Tavson and hyperspace tracking data, we're shooting right away. There's also Commander Pyre, which is, you should see a double stressed Poe out there, and a Supreme Leader Snoke for a force point. It's like shot back on Kylo, puts it in the trash. Now that's Merle, as we'll get to, doesn't have heroic, so gonna put those double blanks in the trash. Already off to a quick engagement here. That was if you missed it, that was a coordinate Kylo, and then a 5-forward boost from him, getting all the actions. Do you even need supernatural? That round.
That's right.
Very, very good. He apparently, Mark, knows what he's doing with this ship. This isn't just some meme build he's flying because he thought it might be cool. This is a serious list for him.
Yeah.
And
absolutely. Let's talk about how did Kylo get that evade, right? That was the hyperspace tracking data in that first turn,
correct.
Right?
Exactly. Yep. And then Tavson came up and coordinated him a focus barrel roll. He 5-forward and boosted, and was already picking up some shots here. Before I get to Resistance, I do want to cover Supreme Leader Snoke. That's the crew member on Tavson here. Rarely seen, but it does give a force point, and says during the system phase, you may choose any number of ships beyond range 1. If you do, spend that many force charges to flip each chosen ship's dial. So I don't know how you'd have to have Kylo and Snoke working together to look at two people's dials, because it's not a force sensitive double crew right now. But so what that does is Snoke's going to be able to look at Poe's dial and see where he goes before, so it informs Kylo. Like I said, rarely seen, but is very, very useful, especially if you need to make decisions on Tavson about reinforcing or coordinating. A lot of information to be had.
Yeah, I mean, it gives you that sense-ish ability, right? But you want that supernatural reflexes or some other force, a lot of force ability on Kylo, and this basically gives you the best of both worlds.
Exactly. Yeah. No, looking at somebody's dial and then having a supernatural reflexes double reposition. Look out. Now, normally we see supernatural with primed thrusters, so you can supernatural before or even while stressed, but went more offensive here with the advanced optics. So, opposing him, though, we have a Nobbie, a frequent follower, viewer in our chat, and he's bringing a staple list of his Poe 3A. Has gone with Merle with Intimidation, Tali with Thread Tracers, ZZ with Cluster Missiles and Advanced Optics, and then Poe, Poverdrive, here with Overdrive Thrusters, R4, and Heroic. And of course, that's foils.
Yep, and I mean, the biggest strength of these RZ2A wings is their time on target. When you have multiple of them out there, being able to shoot out the front or the back, having that flexibility, and especially with the combination of advanced optics on those A-wings, they are really, really good. Now, in this build, Nobbie has chosen to go without Heroic and optics on all of them. You do have ZZ with optics on there, and I feel this is kind of like a not quite hyperspace, but also practicing for hyperspace list, right? Because Heroic, I don't believe is hyperspace legal. Am I correct on that? Or is it hyperspace legal? Or is optics isn't hyperspace legal?
Optics definitely isn't. I think you might be right with Heroics as well. Oh my!
Squeaks through with that 5 straight.
Yep, didn't even supernatural anything, just 5 straight, right over. Gets out of Merle's blocking here and is going to go find Poe. See what Poe's up to.
Find. That is a word.
How you doing, Poe? You just banking into me? That's what he's asking.
Also, at the beginning of the round, Snoke did look at Poe's dial, and it was a 2-bank to the right, as we see.
Oh,
and
so it wasn't a guess. He knew this was coming.
All right, so
it's revealed. I thought it would to flip each ship style face up. I would assume it would stay face up. So,
well, some people play it where they just end up leaving it face up, but some people play it where they show it. Okay, I got it, and then flip it face down just for the. I don't know. Yeah, usually with those effects, I also just keep them face up because you have the information. It's fine. But anyway.
Yeah, Poe got out of there, just boosted. Has a hard turn next round. So it's actually going to be some very little shots here. Tavson's got a good one.
Yeah, range 2 right there on the ZZ. ZZ, watch out.
Yep, ZZ couldn't shoot, so only has the focus token here.
2 hits. ZZ doesn't have any shots, so spend that focus. Yes.
Yeah, no problem.
Got enough.
This is really what we're thinking about when we saw that this matchup is that as good as Mark knows his list, Tavson has a lot of weaknesses these A-wings can exploit. The main one being his maneuverability. And you can see that they pretty much rush straight towards him to try to get behind this Tavson.
That's right.
So
2 hits.
Gas Cloud saves him.
They're trying to do that starburst slash without actually having to take a 5 dice shot to the face,
Yeah. Oh my God. Sorry. I just looked at Nobbie's dial, so there's just all the things that popped up. Anyways, what I was going to say is that we don't normally see A-Wings carry munitions. And this build, he did bring the Thread Tracers and Cluster Missiles, which I think is smart. There's a lot of times where like your 3 dice or your 2 dice primary at range 3 just isn't going to do anything, right? Like, you maybe you're not even trying to waste your focus that you took out for defense either. So that's always a good time to shoot tracers. Get a 2 dice swing, you get an extra 1, they get reduced 1, and you can give out some locks, Poe and ZZ, and even Merle. Not shy about getting some locks. Mm-hmm. But what I really think it does is that it allows you to take shots without rotating your arc.
Yeah.
Things like ZZ can just, with the arc facing rear, can just target lock and boost into cluster missile range. Shoot with the cluster missile and then get the focus token for defense without having to rotate that arc all the time. I think that's one of the drawbacks of the A-Wing, in my opinion, is that if you're boosting and rotating your arc, you're not taking very many tokens, and if you're trying to take tokens, you're either boosting or not rotating as very much then. Mm-hmm. We do have Kylo in essentially the backfield now.
Yeah, but you know what? The boost for Poe just kind of delays the inevitable, right? Kylo is simply just a little closer. We'll see Kylo likely pick up a target lock this turn. He's just biding his time. So you know what? Poe's not going to K-turn at me, probably. So just pick up a target lock. We might even see the supernatural barrel roll to the top side of the board, get a little bit more space, and then see what happens. But you know, I think Kylo is exactly where he needs to be right now. I really like the position.
Yeah, a nice barrel roll out, hard 3 boost back in. Mm-hmm. Well, you could target lock boost then too, like you said, get your lock. But you don't really want to be stressed though. That's the delicate balance of the supernatural.
Yep.
But I mean, at that point, then you barrel roll boost hard 2 lock. You're in about the same position with about the same actions. Oh, it looks like we got to rotate from Merle here. Does Nobbie know how to fly the T-70? Oh yeah, no, Nobbie's been flying Poe in 3As for a bit. He pretty much bounces between that and 5A, so he knows his way around some A-Wings for sure.
Right.
Oh, and mod both cluster shots as well. Yeah, exactly, right?
Did you guys just see that Upsilon do that?
Hey, he doesn't care. It's like, I'll fly through this. Looking at that range 1. ZZ, watch out!
Yeah, Tavson's in this list for everything for the shot.
Yep. Well, like Tavson. I look at him. He's there to bully, right? He's saying, "Look, I'm gonna hurt you if you ignore me. I know you're trying to get on my backside, but I'm gonna shoot you in the face a couple times before you kill me." And that 12 health really has some staying power. Couple of debates going on in the chat right now about how good the RZ2 A-Wing is. The history of the RZ2 A-Wing since its release, it has been an A to S tier ship pretty consistently on quite a few of the pilots.
Yeah, I think the Optics heroic version is S tier.
Yeah, absolutely. Optics heroic is S tier for sure. 8-Bit Deity dropping some subs in the chat.
What? 8-Bit? Thank you, sir. 20 subs.
Dropping subs and then subs himself. It's like, oh yeah, me too.
Oh, I need to get out of this party. 27 months, 8-Bit DOD.
Thank you so much, fam. Well, we hit the goal. We're giving away a ship at the end of this round, and it looks like I need to go find some more giveaways. I always think I have enough, and then I don't. And
all right, looks like we got the linked action off of the foils there to get a red barrel roll.
2-speed barrel, right? Because of those overdrive thrusters?
Overdrive. So I actually didn't need his Poe ability that round because the wings did it for him. Looks like a single crit from ZZ.
Easy. Triple evades.
who's deciding not to spend that focus on optics. Because I'm surprised it didn't boost, but like I guess it doesn't gain him anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna shoot at Merle? I mean, it's not like Tavson is committed to a target.
And that's gonna be 3.
Mm-hmm. Spent the focus.
2 blanks, 2 focus is still gonna push 1 through. Pretty solid there.
Yeah, and Tavson didn't bump into Merle here, so
He did not. That is range 1, 5 dice. Prepare for the pain. Here we go. Hit, crit. I mean, when you roll 5 dice, you got 3, right? Most people are looking for 2 hits most of the time anyway. And is that it? Merle going to be taking hit, crit. If it's a double, it's dead. What do we got there? A loose stabilizer. Ooh.
Well, he's got room. He's got room.
I
and
mean,
he's got his arc in the back as well.
Yeah, but being forced to go straight is sad. Like, even if you would go straight normally, it's just being told to go straight feels bad.
Now you're right, because he would have just hard two'd
right
to the left. Would not even messed around with going straight. Looks like he rolled an eyeball onto Tavson. Tavson getting lucky here. Still full health, trying to take some extra actions. Could definitely have coordinated. I mean, could have picked up a zone lock at that point, right? A little lock on ZZ for later. Yeah, Mark's doing work here. He's singling out targets, getting that Tavson gun on target as well. Because that's by far the biggest factor is that Mark's almost taken more shots than these A-Wings have so far this game.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think Nobbie was ready for how quickly Mark jumped on him.
Oh,
he caught him off guard.
Yeah, here's a tip. If you got Pyre and hyperspace, there's no reason to bring hyperspace tracking data if you're not going for a round 1 engagement.
Right.
There's absolutely no reason. Or you're paying 2 points for nothing at that point. So, I was maybe not caught off guard, but certainly surprised about how effective Mark has been flying these guys. Taking very minimal risks with his Kylo Ren too, just hanging out in the backfield.
To answer a question here from Goose Drew asking, does boost trigger loose stabilizer? It does not. So he does have a little bit of maneuverability that you can do there. And yeah, so yeah, the boost is fine. And I think it's going to come down to if he's going to have a shot being initiative 1, he has to determine whether or not the boost is worth it. If he can, maybe he ends up clearing the loose stabilizer, but he might end up trying to go for the defensive token in hopes of keeping the ship around for another turn.
Yeah, I mean, what can you really do to get away from Tavson? Do you just 2 forward and sit there?
Yeah.
2 forward focus?
Yep. I guess you could 5 straight, but that's a little maybe going a little too hard.
I don't know if the 2 forward barrel roll left, boost left would get him out of Tavson's arc. He's going to flip the loose stabilizer. Tavson's going to bump. Didn't even go for ZZ. Or he didn't even go for Merle.
Also, Poe is doing it too hard, as was revealed by Snoke to the left.
Oh. Thank you. I'm not catching those. Doing it so fast. But I do
That's what
see
I'm
the
here
fourth
for.
Perfect. I said hard 2 or 2 bank?
It is a hard 2 to the left for Poe.
Alright, that makes sense.
And yeah, they're moving at light speed here. 2
No,
players
it's
that
been great.
know their lists very well.
No, it's been a great game. We're 20 minutes in. There's already been excitements and ups and downs. Ooh, might have been an arc dodge with that barrel roll.
Here we go. And we might have ended up how many shots we're going to have onto this Upsilon? Maybe 3?
Maybe 3. Well, definitely 3. Maybe 4. If that pose stays in the arc. I don't know if Poe can barrel roll and get out of arc, though. That was a supernatural boost, then a 5 forward to block that. And picks a block on Poe. Says, could you not shoot my Upsilon? What's your Poe? Might still catch arc. It would be obstructed. Nah, I think that's out. So, this is Nobbie's chance to, put some real damage through on this Tavson. Tavson does still have that shot on Poe Dameron, though.
Yeah, not having actions there feels bad.
Oh, he's going to get some. Remember, Tavson, when he takes the damage, he can perform an action by spending a charge. He gets 2 charges.
And Tally's arc not being on might hurt Poe a little bit. Not going to be able to give him that extra defense die when that comes up. But here we go. No, Tally. Is it in the bullseye?
There was a pink line.
Oh, it's just bare. Okay, sorry. I didn't see that.
She's firing thread tracers.
Thread tracers setting up the target lock.
So I didn't want to do damage just yet. I love thread tracers, by the way. A 2-point upgrade that says take a weapons disable focus and give all your friends target locks. All right.
And Poe does get that target lock as well.
Yeah, did ZZ not shoot? Did ZZ opt to just not shoot? I guess so. Oh, Tavson just daddies instead. Oh man,
just get it.
All that wasted shots to not give him any actions.
Yeah, I think they may have skipped ZZ. We'll inform them.
I'm thinking he just didn't do it to not give Tavson any actions, assuming that this shot would then miss. Declined. Yep. I mean that makes sense to me. Yeah, decided not to shoot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just wanted to double check with the players.
All right, they knew what was up. And then the third dice came from Tally. Now these guys know what's up. I thought that was a smart play. The tracers, and all that. That's smart. Didn't work out, but it was smart. Merle's got a target lock here. Gonna use it for 2 hits onto Tavson. Merle's not stressed, so Tavson's gonna have the option for a couple things here. Looks like he's gonna pick up a lock. Kylo also has a lock, so yep, doesn't feel like spending the other action there. Could coordinate Kylo, but like he's already got supernatural, so don't really want to show your hand just yet. I do love like mid combat coordinates from Tavson.
Oh, they're so good. They're so good.
Oh man.
Just being able to get that little bit of extra positioning, especially because the action, if it's a reposition, counts for this turn. So you could essentially, with something like Supernatural, right, like get barrel rolled in the engagement, and then Supernatural barrel roll again.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm talking about. I saw Davin, codename Davin. Someone, it was like an I-6, so it had to have been like Boba or Han or something like that, or Wedge or Han. Saw it, like measured. It was like, oh, well, my only shots. Kylo's just out, so my only shots on Tavson, and then he takes damage and coordinates a boost to Kylo to get into range of that I-6 now. Mm-hmm. I was like, wow, dude, I don't have enough Ds for the amount of chess you're playing over here.
All right.
I mean, we'll see. So far, so good. On Kylo Tavson, I mean, 2 shields down for most of Merle and a lot of Poe.
Yeah, it's a little bit of it feels bad. Nobbie definitely knocked on his heels early out in this game. Before we go too far, I do want to tell you that this round and all of our rounds this weekend brought to you by Curl Paw Creatives. Use that coupon code ALPHA2021 for 21% off. Absolutely fantastic. Actually, the biggest coupon I think we've ever had. And you could even use that, I believe, on our official GSP lamp on the Curled Paw Creative website. Watch out. Get your GSP lamp. All right.
I actually really want one of those lamps. And Snoke did just reveal a too hard to the right from Poe.
Yeah.
And being able to have that information, so good.
A too hard to the right? Wouldn't that put him right on the gas cloud?
To the right would be...
Oh, to the right. Yeah,
running away. Disengage.
Yeah, to Poe's right. Yeah.
That's smart. I had my table view the wrong way. Tavson here, jamming ZZ. That might be the next target here.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that Epsilon action bar too.
And the thing is, with the jam and coordinate that you have available with that large base, is you saw Poe's dial. You know that you're not going to have Poe in your arc most likely. Hey, but I might have ZZ. Let's go ahead and take the action there.
I have a quick question. Warrell spent the target lock last turn to deal the 2 damage to Tavson, right?
Okay.
Is there an extra target lock that shouldn't be there anymore on Tavson?
Yeah. Well, there's 2 tallies and there's a Merle, so there's 2 extra target locks on him technically.
All right, you can go judge him. You're a judge. Go judge him.
Yeah,
jump in.
Take those locks
I
off.
will go do that.
Yep.
Well, I'll go to their chat room and.
Yeah, let them know that we're removing the extra locks. Thank you.
Yeah, cool. I need to find the room.
What room are they?
Too many rooms.
They're in 31, but I just actually let them know. Sorry to steal your thunder there. And they took the lock off.
I am
My
okay
bad.
with that. No problem.
All right. Thanks, Daryl.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off the other tally one. They don't know it's the second tally one because it didn't set it. Big props to all of the tabletop simulator developers. Seems like every tournament. Definitely every tournament series, but it feels like even every tournament we always have some new innovation. And right now, the new hotness is these named target locks.
So I love it.
So cool. So easy to figure out who it is. You can color them. Oh man, Poe already has the lock. So he's gonna change it over. Nobbie, I don't think he's used to having the thread tracers. He's not used to having so many locks around.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair though. Like when I've been flying my Barons, we never take lock actions. The only locks we ever get are from tracers.
From the opening, yeah. Agreed. Because you're usually with these A-wings, you don't have the time to target lock. You're doing your boost focus almost every single turn, or focus rotate.
Well, especially if you have optics. Like,
yeah.
There's no reason to ever take a lock then.
So ZZ looking at their options.
Yeah, let's see. So the Tavson wanted to jam ZZ, and this might have been a mind game for Mark, but he wanted to jam ZZ, but he didn't. He said, I'm not going to jam, I'll take the focus, because he realized that he could just jam in the engagement phase then, and take the second focus away from ZZ, not the first action. So he spent the lock, and it's going to...
Got hit crit.
I think he just barrel rolled as his action. Yeah, rolled.
Yep.
So now that Tavson takes the damage, he's going to jam ZZ so that ZZ's charge is just wasted then.
Yep.
So my ability cancels your ability is what Tavson said. And
no token for you.
Looks like he's going to coordinate a reinforce for Tally there.
And I know some people wonder can Tavson actually use both charges at once? And the answer is yes, because you are dealt cards. You're dealt damage one at a time, and that's the one. Each damage is an opportunity to trigger the ability, so you can do them both at once. Tally rolled 3 hits, got an evade, adds 1 from reinforce, and that's 1 damage done.
Yeah, this don't forget that there's Pyre on this board as well. So while Tavson defends, if the defender's stressed, he gets to re-roll his dice as well. Surprisingly tanky out there.
Kylo, 3 hits.
Yeah, definitely onto ZZ here. High priority target. Just one.
And 1.
That's half, though.
Yep. Plinking away. 0 to 43.
Yep, knowing, Mark's definitely been flying with Supreme Looter Snoke in his list for a while because he's really using it to great effect. So knowing that Poe was going to disengage, he could really switch all of his actions to aggression then on the A-Wings. Sometimes knowledge is power.
Always, fam. Always. Yeah, looking at the current board state, I mean, Poe being stressed is going to be disengaged for a while. And essentially, Mark doesn't have to really worry about Poe until he comes back. He can continue to focus on these A-Wings.
I'm surprised Poe stressed himself. What was it? Did he reposition? Because there's no arc on him. Oh, did he move his lock and boost? Yeah, he moved his locked and hard turn or 2 boosted or whatever.
I think he wanted the overdrive. Like, he wanted the extended boost, so went ahead and just got the stress.
I mean, he's pretty fast, though. Like, hard 2 around that rock.
True that.
Like, you'll find... Now, do you think he can hard 2 and stay on the board? I don't think he'd risk that, right? I think he's just going to go peace off with his full points. So, come see you in 40 minutes or so. Because the score's not really reflective. I mean, Nobbie's 1 shield away on Tavson to be scoring a big chunk of points there. But with Kylo, essentially, points fortress and the 100 that he's got assigned to him, it's gonna be tough for these A-Wings. They gotta do 3 damage to that Kylo, and that's asking a lot. Dang, this Tavson flying on point.
Attack Tavson.
Yeah,
Full
really.
attack Tavson.
Getting it done.
Well, Mark has done a lot of work with the Supernatural Kylo. It's been a pilot combination that he's been a fan of for a while. So he's got a lot of experience there. When it comes down to Tavson, it's about resource management, understanding when you're supposed to take certain actions, and how to get that ship in the most optimum position. And I think this really comes down to the opening, because of the big surprise that he sprung early. And like you said, with the super tracking data, you were pretty sure this was going to happen, but it forced Nobbie to kind of adjust in a way that he wasn't ready for an opening. And with Nobbie's opening position, it was kind of obvious where he was going, right? All right, I'm going to go down this lane and do my stuff. I think if maybe Nobbie had started a little bit more spread out, it may have been more to his advantage.
Nobbie ever played against the triple hyperspace tracking thing, where we learned very quickly that you just can't face downfield. You need to just look at your own deployment zone. But he also knew where Tavson was going for most of his ships, so I am very surprised of his opening there. Maybe he thought he could it's like the double play of knowing that he wants to joust means that he's predictable then, so that he could get easy arcs on Kylo.
Right.
But it didn't work out. Kylo ended up the next round 540 and skipping over. So had Kylo been blocked by Merle, oh man, he could have deleted Kylo round 2.
Hit crit. First shot of the roll. Kylo trying to do some work. Blank to blank.
Now this is ZZ on Tavson. We have.
I'm sorry, I read the chat wrong. Gonna be getting 1 shields down. That's half points.
Yep, and we're locking. Oh yeah, we're locking because he needs to take that Merle down. Make sure it happens.
Yep, and it's that lower initiative ship, so we'll have
Yep.
Tavson come up first.
Yep, he traded that for a reinforce, so gotta make it count.
Now ZZ getting 2 crits here. These crits could definitely matter. We got hull breach. Everything's face up. And damaged engine. Those 2 hards are no longer white. They are red. Watch out.
Yeah. Welcome to the Lambda life. At least Lambdas can have rear arcs. You don't anymore, Tavson. And he also doesn't like being stressed. But with that, Kylo shot onto a jammed ZZ. 3 hits. Or excuse me, an evaded ZZ. Looks like Blink's 1 more damage in. Ooh, we have a tally charge spent here, so Merle will get 5 dice. Tavson's got 3 hits, spends the target luck he got with his ability for a full conversion of 4. And I think the 2 blanks is a death sentence before even the other dice is rolled. And Merle is gone.
Merle, why?
For how quickly they engaged, I think it's impressive that this is the first ship off the board.
Yeah. They've been doing that's actually a really good point. Like the being able to get them to switch targets, because they have shot at Kylo.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
And Nobbie has made he had Poe open for a turn, he had ZZ open, and Merle. Like he was trying to get them to shift their targets onto different what do I want to say, more opportune. I don't know.
So I'm wondering how he's gonna switch tactics now with the damage engine on Tavson. Does he just try to be in the way? Are we just going to be more of a coordinator? Because if you're hard turning, you're obviously getting rid of your actions, and that's the whole point of Tavson.
Well, doesn't look like you're essentially just never going to get shot again. So you just need to make sure that you either stay alive long enough to draw shots away from Kylo, or you can do something meaningful. Like you still can, just 2-bank and jam ZZ.
No Snoke on this one. Goes for the 1 bank.
Yeah, white jam. Making use of it.
The Angry Raisin in the chat says, can I point out Nobbie flying less than 5 A-Wings is a valid reason to check his health? There may be something wrong with him. We'll call the Australian police to do a health check on him. We'll make sure somebody checks in with him.
No, 5As is a different game anymore without heroic and optics.
Mm-hmm.
I really miss my 5A wings with heroic and optics.
I mean, you can still fit it. You just can't fit all the A wings you want. You know what I mean? Like you can fit 5 of them. You just can't you can't have your cake and eat it too. You got to make some decisions. We got to make you hurt just a little, Jonah.
Yeah, you get Merle. Come on.
I get Merle. Yeah, great. All I ever wanted. Get about ZZ and Greer. Yeah, no.
Sacrifices
it's a
must be
little more
made.
balanced.
I don't know. I think they're going in for ZZ barrel rolled for a block and for a shot. Who's writing what now? Oh, we're thinking about Supernatural. Because Kylo is up next.
Are we going to get some? Are we
He's
going to
got a
get some?
He's got 2 bank dialed in.
He said, nah, I'm just going to go ahead and do the 2 bank.
He's like, hey, guess where your arcs aren't? 2 bank.
Yeah, not here. Going to take a strain. But, I mean, the silencer, ton of actions. Could be coordinated next turn to barrel roll off the cloud and then avoid any issues next turn.
Could be coordinated this turn from Tavson.
I mean, you're right. What about now?
Yeah. And then what you said, like, then just barrel again.
Mm-hmm.
But with those couple shots, Tavson might be gone this round. He's got no reinforce. I mean, could get one, but you just shoot with tally first. So the reinforce means nothing.
A couple of people asking about what ships still have locks on Tavson. Right now, Tally and Poe both have a lock right now.
Well, actually, Poe, let me fix that. Poe does not have a lock there. Poe has a lock on...
And we got 2 crits. Tally throwing hot fire. Does not even need it. And they would have been face up anyway because of whole breach.
Oh, he's going to roll with Pyre, but no.
Denied. Direct hit. Another direct would kill it. Well, did we get another direct in there? Was that double direct?
No, it was double direct into a structural damage. And he's going to coordinate the barrel roll.
And the loose stabilizer. Tavson gone.
Oh yeah, that was 2 coming in. Yeah, the first crit.
Yeah,
was,
that's what I'm saying. Like there's
the
double direct.
No, you're right. I didn't realize that there was one more coming in. Oh man.
Got him.
I guess that target lock didn't end up mattering so much, huh?
No.
You know. Brutal.
Fun Walk calling for the bets to be refunded. Not today. Not today. Honestly, that damage engine, I think, definitely hurt him this turn. Not able to take Tavson as deep into the, or as high onto the board as he probably would have wanted in bringing both Kylo and Tavson around. And here, the A-Wing showing their strength and their maneuverability. And now we have 2 A-Wings in Poe versus Kylo. Nobbie ahead, 84-60. I think this is going to be a close game. Because now you have Poe at Initiative 6 available to now read and react to Kylo Ren. You have the overdrive thrusters. You're able to make that second movement ability using a 2-speed template. I think, you know, we could see some crazy stuff.
Yeah, maybe that does explain. They're thinking of just disengage now and just hopefully my A-Wings can, you know, clean up Tavson so I can come back around and fight Kylo. Because apparently he didn't need Poe at all to fight Tavson. I'm excited. I would like to see some good overdrive. And this isn't it's about his best opportunity to see he's going to get. ZZ is hurting though, and Poe's close to half as well. So there's some easy points to lose flying around.
Where Where are you going? We're picking up a lock. I like it. Getting aggressive here.
Yeah, he's got cluster missiles. Doesn't have to rotate his arc.
And here's Poe. Poe deciding how aggressive he wants to be. He sees that Kylo right now just outside of range 3.
Yeah, Poe's at a weird angle, so because I don't think he can 2-bank and keep arc on Kylo. He's gonna have to go forward if he wants that shot.
Get some focus boost action.
Yeah, that's what I assume. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Coming in. Overdrive.
Gonna take that range 3 shot. I mean, keeping the pressure on Kylo is important. Trying to strip the tokens that you got there. See if you can bite into the force that's available as well. Once you start having Kylo having to stick to having only one force, things start hurting. All right. Will he be aggressive? One
yeah,
hit,
because
2
Kylo could just
focuses.
shoot at him.
Yep.
Yeah, swing the lock. That's smart.
No,
I can't. No, I can't. Because if you're not getting 3, it doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. He's going to spend the force here to show him the dark side.
All right, so
to get a crit in there so that he can triple stress this Poe Dameron.
And here's a shot. Trying to dig for a crit, hoping for one. Spends the force for 3 hits.
He's got focus token. So no crits, but still comes up 2 damage.
That feels bad. Not being able to use that focus for defense when you had an opportunity to do some real damage. That feels bad. Now, Mark ahead, 84-97. I want to remind you guys that we have 3 more rounds after this. Full day of Swiss here today. All of our players are trying to qualify for that Ace Championship. Remember, everybody who plays in a Flight Club qualifier is placed in a championship event. And the whole goal is to have people playing in championship events that match their playing ability. So we're going to have 3 different championship events. We will have a Recruit Championship, Veteran Championship, and then Ace Championship. If you want to get some more details on how it all works, you can go to goldsquadronpodcast.com or type !FC in the chat. We have tickets available for the Delta, Omega, and Sigma, and Sigma qualifiers still available. Looking forward to see what happens. And then, of course, we get to the championship events, which I'm actually really excited for those, because to have some less experienced players all vying for some really cool prizes, I just think that the energy there for those players will be more hype than ever.
I mean, it's not like I think it really would give some motivations to players too.
Yeah.
Right? To be like, man, all right, let's either change the strategy or double down and really figure out my flaws. And because that's going to be like most improved player, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I'm really excited to look at the path that the Recruit Championship takes, the Recruit Champion takes, and like the top cut there, because I think we can get some really interesting information and talk to those players about what changes they made, what they learned along the way.
Oh yeah.
Ah, music. DMCA, here we come. All right, so Poe turning away, hooking up that target lock for a ladder turn. What does the DMCA upgrade do? The DMCA upgrade takes away the monetization from our stream. Spend 1 charge to lose everything, pretty much. Oh, man. So looking at it right here, I mean, Mark with 1 ship, I know he's dancing around 3 other ships out there, but he has the tools with the Supernatural Kylo to avoid being shot and just trying to peck away. Maybe especially ZZ has 1 hull left. Tally, you know, full health, but still you could end up maybe catching her at some point or maybe getting half points. But I'm suspecting we're going to see some cagey play.
I feel like as long as you don't let the A-Wings get range 1, they're going to struggle to ever put 3 damage onto you. Right? Mm-hmm. And I think the ZZ's still not the easiest way to gain points now. I think it's still Poe.
It is. Now, those cluster missiles are live still for ZZ. So you'll see the arc is to the back, but he's not wasting actions flipping it to the front because he still has a viable shot at range 1 to 2 with those cluster missiles. Right? It is 1 to 2, right?
Yeah.
My brain, I just doubted myself there for a second. Confirmed?
Yeah, range 1 to 2. So, I mean, unless, like, a little bit feels bad, but if Kylo gets to range 3, but whatever. That shot, it apparently
you probably weren't going to hit that anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's genius. I really like the cluster missiles on ZZ.
And Kylo gets out of it. No problem. No problem at all. Poe trying to get into a spot to try to catch Kylo. Oh, Poverdrive thrusters there. I forgot how big that friggin' barrel roll is.
If he can.
All right, but get a nice shot here. We got target lock focus. That target lock set up earlier. Here we go. Might be able to do something here. Eldrath, thank you so much. Getting us to 188.
That's a 3-dice attack. That's what it needs. These 2 dice aren't going to do anything.
Oh! Pop,
3
pop,
hits.
pop. 3 hits. Kylo taking a shield. And that's about what you expected there, probably to get 1, especially with the force being up. But that's still, little by little.
Yeah.
Kylos are usually pretty brave until they've lost both shields. Right? I mean, you play Kylo like a crazy person until you lost both shields, and you're like, no, I'm not playing anymore. I don't want to play with you. You were mean to me.
Yeah. Nah, Nami's corralling well. We're on the board edge here. He's got ZZ and Poe in behind. Kylo doesn't need to really do anything. She's at full health. So Kylo's not even going to bother to shoot at her.
Now, we had some questions in the chat about the top cut tomorrow. Yes, we will have a top cut tomorrow. But when it comes to the Flight Club Championship qualifying, the cut doesn't matter for that because your Swiss is what matters for the championship qualifications. What matters is we do have some top 8 prizes and a winner prize for day 2 for those who do participate in the cut. So players who get that top 8 will be going home with that the Flight Club 2-inch championship pin. Going to be putting that in their sweet prize bag when we send that out. And of course the winner gets a plaque, shiny plaque saying, I did it. I am the Alpha Champion. Dire Weasel in the chat talking about some cheese, talking about smoked Gouda.
Yeah, nobody likes Swiss, man. We got to get some Gouda, some Gorgonzola. Come on, get some. You're probably not a blue cheese kind of person. I could tell already.
Oh no, my goodness, blue cheese? Are you kidding? What? Let me put
I'm
some.
gonna vouch for feta, 100%.
Yeah, see.
Sorry, Dylan, go ahead.
No, it's I'm still disgusted over here with blue cheese.
Yeah, dude, try some Gorgonzola. It's like blue cheese that's even crazier.
Even moldier.
More
mold.
Moldier. Yeah, more mold. All right, ZZ coming up. Gonna switch the arc now. Not gonna rely on the clusters just yet. Same those. She's got a lot of range 2 shots, but Kylo's leaving. Let's see what Poe's gonna do. Oh no!
Did he really?
He
went for
did.
it.
He did go for it.
I mean, he's got the target lock, so he's like, you know what? This is fine. I want my range 1. I love what's going on here.
Yeah. I had to get that Kylo. 4 dicer. Open the wings.
Don't get got. 4 dice. Target lock. Can he make it worth it? He's got 3 crits already. Go for 1 more. Roll that dice. Not quite. Not quite 4, but 3's looking good.
All right, Kylo. Kylo didn't want to stress himself, so only has the Force, and he's taking that crit underneath his shields.
Give me that half points. Blinded pilot, scrum, diddly, umptious. Luckily, he has the Force. Not being able to modify, though, with target locks or focuses on his attacks anymore. From downtown, ZZ taking a shot, 2 dice. Optics for 2.
Oh, no. Optics.
Spends the Force.
Force.
And just out there, the maneuver there for Poe Dameron. I think that right there is the play of the game if Nobbie can get the W right there.
Yeah, that's Mark did not expect that. Maneuver would never sit there if he thought Poe might try something like that. But he's, like I said, he's just trying to get away and open up his supernatural now. He was stressed last round.
And as we continue this super exciting ending that we're hitting here, the chat is bullying me about the fact that I don't like pickles. So, yeah, you guys are mean, okay?
That's okay. I don't like fruit, so...
You don't like fruit?
It's got weird textures, bro.
Man, you're going to get scurvy. I care about you.
I'll drink, like, their juices. And,
okay. I'll drink their soul. I just won't eat their body.
No, man. They got wild, inconsistent textures.
I'm dying over here listening to you guys. Oh, my gosh. Fruit as a category. We're not talking about a specific cheese. We are talking about a family of foods in the grocery store.
Yeah. No, just the inconsistent ones. Like apples, they're cool. They just got the one skin and then it's all consistent underneath. But like watermelon, ugh. Get out of here. So stringy.
What kind of watermelons are you eating that they're not consistent inside?
I don't know, man.
Like it's just the seeds?
Yeah, something like that, I think.
Okay.
All right, well,
just curious.
ZZ, you know, ZZ eats an orange every day for that vitamin C and is probably going to be target locking this Kylo Ren, who's running away.
Kylo Ren, was that a supernatural boost K-turn? Talon roll, excuse me.
Kylo claiming I can get aggressive too. I mean, at this point, really, the Flight Club Championship qualifiers are in reality closer to a system open than anything, because it's about getting the number of wins. Doesn't matter how you win, okay? Like making the cut is great for the MOV, but in reality, you're trying to get that ace pin. The ace pin will be the rarest of all the Flight Club pins, and that's what you want. You just got to get the dubs, get those 5 wins. So I'm expecting Mark to go ham here. Just get super aggressive. So you know what? I'm behind. I got 14 minutes. Let's see what we can get.
Yeah, he's got to make up those points. I mean, Poe and ZZ are like ripe for the picking too, right? Like, it's not like he's got to deal with full health ships around here. As long as he's alive and it's just him versus Tally, he'll be up on points. But how do you find those? He's gonna need at least 2, maybe 3 shots to take him out.
Fast Walk Zero asking how much for an ace pin? $100? False. False. The cost for an ace pin is 5 to 6 wins. Get it. Pay the price.
Yeah. Hard work and determination.
That's right. All right, getting aggressive here with Tally, trying to take up some space. And ZZ for the backup. Kylo flying through there, rolls a crit, nothing happens with the gas cloud. Poe coming in. Barrel roll possibly. Focus barrel roll to the right.
Yeah, I could really see how Daredevil would be really useful for this Poe.
I agree. I was just thinking, I was like, man, I kind of wish he could double
just hard boost.
Yeah.
the hard 2 and then the hard 2 again. And we were talking about just like as essentially like a slam that doesn't stress you at that point. It's such a crazy extra maneuver you're doing. Or it doesn't disarm you, it stresses you.
What? How many points is Daredevil?
It's like 1 more point than Heroic. It's 2 points. Maybe 3.
Somebody's saying 2. That seems like a good buy.
I mean, but Heroic, could keep your 70-point Poe alive, though, too.
Just don't get shot.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, but it would be a double. You're right. They're right. It would be a double stress because it becomes a red hard turn.
No, it's not how that works. Because both of them are treating white actions as red. You can only make it red once. So you can Daredevil for a stress, but you can say focus Daredevil for 2 stress.
I'm just gonna look
So
at the
you're
card.
only
Read the card.
Yeah, you're only gonna do 1 action, but you can still do the 2 hard.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I was right in the beginning with. I was right. Stop chat.
Yeah.
Confuse me. You guys
Yeah.
know. You guys know I got brain problems. Gonna go and confuse me.
Daredevil and the red barrel roll from the closed S foils are a couple ways they could do it without Poe's ability. I think those are the only ways.
ZZ setting up the back arc, I'm assuming? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Figure Kylo's leaving into some dials over here.
Yep. I think at this point it is I am done. I want to hold on to my Kylo. Practicing keeping him alive. That's fair. Now as we crawl towards 500 viewers, we're at 493 right now. I want to remind you guys of a couple of things. If you are a painter and you have not heard about Gold Squadron Paint Wars, we are accepting applications for painters for our first season of Gold Squadron Paint Wars. We're going to be closing the application on February 1st. In short, it is a episodic painting competition where all of the painters who participate do get paid. And on every episode, we're going to have 3 painters facing off, painting the same ship. They'll have a prompt. We have 3 awesome judges who are going to be judging and choosing the winner for each episode. And the winner gets to walk away with an awesome medal, basically a race-style medal. It's going to be about that size, showing their victory in Gold Squadron Paint Wars. Should be super awesome. What do you mean by a prompt? Can you give us an example? Sure. I will give you an example. I got to make sure I don't accidentally say one on our list. So if the prompt... Now, this would be a bad one. I think this would be a little bit too generic. But if I said the prompt... Here is a TIE fighter, and the prompt is...
Like, make it look like Sabine's tie?
No, that'd be these are a little bit more weird. I'd be like, because they're not necessarily all Star Wars related, right? We're painting ships, but it might be like,
so it's the theme, is what you're saying,
right? The theme would be like
the futuristic, or
right, the Australian flag, right, or the flags of European countries, like would be something kind of like an example. It's not one of our things. Lancaster saying Hello Kitty. Yeah, sure. Stuff like that.
Yeah, superhero, whatever, things like that.
Next season, it's going to be the Real Housewives of X-Wing, featuring Mrs. Morales and her friends. So tune in for that.
How much time does the painter get to finish? It's a couple weeks. Couple weeks. Again, applications closed February 1st. Anybody who's interested, the information is on the website. Should be good. I'm excited about it. Kylo did clear the blinded pilot. That is cleared. It was one of his actions in the last couple turns. But yeah, we're taking painters in the United States as well as abroad. Super excited about it. We do all the shipping. We pay for the ship. And the painter is paid for their work. So Crabhammer, I just said that the flag example was not the example, but understand that the prompts will be what the prompts are, and they're meant to be challenging. You know what I mean? Like that's what makes it fun. Like we want the ships to look cool, and yeah, it should be fun. Don't crash on my themes. The painter should be ready for anything.
But you haven't even told them a theme, and they're already giving you trouble about it.
I know, it's just fantastic. Like I don't really like that. Like, it's not real.
All right, looks like Poe barrel rolled here, obstructed. Trade some shots with Kylo.
A hit and a focus. Three hits.
Ooh, 3 on 4. We
Watch
still
out.
got gas cloud focus. So, not a lot going on there. I don't know. The A-Wings have regrouped here. They're kind of teaming up. knowing that if he goes after ZZ, we'll have to deal with Tally in the process.
Yeah, but anyway, back to Paint Wars here. I am really excited for it. We actually have the themes for season 1 and season 2 already picked, at least the preliminary versions. It should be fun. We're excited for it. The painters will be challenged. The audience should have a good time seeing how it translates. And in the end, we get to give away 3 cool ships. So, yeah.
Also, I think it's worth noting, similar to Flight Club, we will be matching painters up who are of similar caliber. And so don't be afraid to apply because you think you're going to be going up against the world's best painter, maybe if you're just a beginner. And so it's going to be fun for all, challenging for all, and just a really good time.
The Bigfoot Bundy asking, is it just painting or painting and modding the ships? So when I look at your entry, when I look at the applications, if your entry has modding on it, you're telling me I know how to mod. So I would give you a prompt that would have modding in it. If you just do painting, I'm probably not going to give you a modding. Like, I need to make sure, and this will be communicated with the painters and all that. You know, is modding something you're comfortable with? Would you be comfortable being on that episode? You know, it's all relative. You just gotta see it. Will the themes be public? No, the themes won't be public. You won't know the themes until the episode airs. Painters will be put also under NDA because we don't want to spoil the surprises. Uh-oh. Watch out. Poe, get out of there.
Yeah, boost forward, super roll. Just regular boost.
Mm-hmm. It's keeping it cash.
For cash, up on points with 2.5 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to lock it down. So Kylo is getting. He got that one shot on Poe, didn't do anything. And Kylo's got less and less time here to make up that points. ZZ's still flying around at 1 health.
Yeah, I mean, this game essentially is coming down to, can Mark actually catch Kylo? Excuse me, Poe. Can Mark catch Poe?
What's the point calculations on that? Because even if he kills Poe, he's not up on points, right?
So for Mark to lead, he needs 41 points. And Poe is 73. So he would need to either have... you need to either kill Poe and get an A-Wing. That's what he has to do. Kill Poe and have an A-Wing.
Mm-hmm. So that's why he's comfortable bringing ZZ in here and Tally. It's like you can't shoot 3 ships at once.
Yeah. I mean, that's just really what it comes down to. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, Mark won't have the time to take 2 shots. Because they're going to have to set dials and shoot 4 shots real fast.
This is what I was worried about. I know Poe is the most points, and so he's going to want to go for him. But you cannot catch an I-6 overdrive thruster Poe with an I-5. You just can't do it. And I'm not sure if Mark's going to be able to catch him even now.
Well, I think if you had a little bit more space outside of the obstacles, you might be able to, with something that turns you more than 90 degrees, right? Like a boost and a hard turn in an uninspected direction. You might be able to catch him, but you'd have to kind of land with that Poe, like behind Poe at range 2 in the middle of your arc. That's your chance. But it definitely will be really difficult. Impossible? No. Improbable? Yeah. 3 hits coming in. These are those cluster missiles. 2 evades, forced to spend a focus modifier. Spends the focus. ZZ uses the ability to get a focus back. And time has expired. Going at ZZ, hit, crit. And natties. The A-Wings will get shots back. Sorry, lies. They already shot.
Yeah, that's a good game. Looking for the final score on that, Jim.
Final score, 137 to 97. Congratulations to Nobbie. You know, he started that game. He was definitely on his heels to start, but was able to get a really important, what's the name of that crit? Damage engine onto Tavson, which slowed down some of the plans for Mark. And in the end, Mark does try to come back, but doesn't get enough. Congratulations to Nobbie.